Hi everybody, this is Lisa and this is the new class which is starting now at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I just taught the 2 o'clock class and we were talking about working and studying and what is typical in different countries in terms of the types of jobs that people get and when a person might start working. Seems similar in many of the countries because it depends on your social background, really, whether or not you have to work to make money or whether or not your family has perhaps enough money to support you while you are studying so that you can study and get a degree and then go on and get a more professional type of job. So it looks like we might be full here already. If you are watching this class, it's going to be a writing class, and I'm going to be putting up a Google Doc which is going to be editable. So I want to just remind everybody that when we are using the Google Doc, please do not erase other people's stuff. I have heard that some teachers...
Hello?
Yes. Hello. Welcome. Some people have been having problems with other students erasing their work, so I'm just giving you guys a little heads up to just stay in your own space. I'm going to give you the link right now to that Google Doc. Hold on, let me open it there. And that way you guys will be able to see where we're going to do the writing. And in the way that I do the writing class, it's an opportunity for you to write in English and to practice all the things that are necessary to have good writing skills, which include capitalizing the first letters. Whoops. Hey there, God. Capitalization, punctuation, spelling, those types of things. So the way I did it this time so that everybody can keep writing more and more and so you won't have to wait so much is I created the document and each page has one question on it. So we're all going to start working on the one question and then we will, I'm going to put it in the screen share so people can see. So we will each start off answering the first question. And then if you're done with the first question, then you can tell me, and then I will work with you to correct it. And then once I'm done working with you to correct it, you can go to the next question on the next page and start doing that so that you're not having to wait. And then there are 3 questions, and then there are 2 pictures where you will be able to describe the pictures. So that's a fun one I like to do. People come up with all kinds of great things to say about these little pictures. And I know that some people are here because they are studying for the TOEFL. So if you're studying for the TOEFL exam, then I would encourage you to spend a little bit more time on your writing. These are actually questions that are given as practice for a TOEFL essay type question. So if you want, everybody, we can get started. I am not going to do introductions because I think everybody was in the last class except for, let's see, Jose, you're joining us. Are you there, Jose?
Hello?
Hi, Jose.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, great. So Jose's here and Lendit's here. And I think everybody else, and Victoria's here. Okay, so I'm just going to welcome you guys. My name is Lisa. I'm one of the Verbling teachers. I'm from Washington State, and I want to just get into the class so we can get started here. So it looks like people already know how to do this. So if you have any questions, let me know. Naya, do you have a question?
No, no, teacher.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, great. So while you guys figure out the first question, I will read it. It says, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Okay, so this is the statement. Students, I'm going to take that numbering off there. students should take out student loans to avoid working while studying. So that's the statement there. Take out means get. So take out means to get a loan. So you can erase that there. So another way of asking that same question or saying that statement would be students should get a student loan to avoid working while studying. So it looks like people know what to do. Just find a place on the page, write your name, and then start writing your answer. And what I recommend that you do is write as much as you want and then reread it. So read it again and make any corrections that you think are necessary. And then tell me when you're done, and then I will go over it with you and help make any corrections that are necessary. Okay, any questions? Victoria,
Yes,
do you...
teacher, I'm sorry.
Yes, Jose?
I can see the page very well.
Okay.
The page you sent.
So the page is right here in the screen share, but in order for you to write on it, you need to open up the Google Doc. Do you see that link there in the VerbLink chat?
Yeah.
Okay. If you open that up, then you'll see it, and you'll be able to type in there.
All right.
Okay. So I'm just going to look here and make sure everybody's got it. Maria's there, yes. And Emre and Tan. And, go down. So, Victoria, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Did you, are you starting writing? I didn't see where you're writing.
Okay.
So you can just pick a place and then write your name. Make sure you put your name there so I know where to find you.
My name?
Yeah, put your name on the Google Doc. Are you writing?
Yeah. I writing?
Yeah, are you writing on the Google Doc document?
I don't can.
Oh,
Okay.
slowly.
Victoria, do you see the VerbLink chat box?
Yeah.
And do you see that link right there? Did you click on the link?
Yeah.
And so are you looking at this page right here that I have in the screen share? Do you see that on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can just go and choose a place and write. Are you writing right here where the blue part?
Yeah.
Okay. Just put your name there so I know.
My name is Victoria.
Yeah. Can you put it above where you are writing?
In what place, teacher?
You just pick a place anywhere, like you see where there's somebody's writing here, and then there's Maria's here,
Okay.
and then Lendit is here. So they just put their name and then just start writing. And as you type, their stuff will move down. So you don't have to worry about it. It'll move down. You won't go over there writing.
Okay.
Okay? And then that way I'll be able to know where you are when you're ready. Does anybody hear Victoria? I couldn't hear you. Something is wrong with your mic.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Okay, Linda.
Yes, I finished, teacher.
Go ahead and read.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I agree. I think the students shouldn't work while studying because it affects their performance. I had some friends in college that work while studying, and I realized that their performance in school was lower than the ones that only were studying. I think that maybe it's a good idea to use loans, but they need to be careful so they can afford the payment once they finish school.
Okay, good. Okay, just a couple of things.
Yeah.
Let's see. I agree. I think students shouldn't work while studying because it affects their performance, and then I'd put a period. I had some friends in college that worked while studying, and I realized that their performance in school was lower than the ones that only were studying. Okay? I think that maybe it's a good idea to use loans, comma, but they need to be careful so they can afford the payment once they finish school. Okay? Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Is it common in Mexico to take out loans for school or no?
No,
No.
it's very uncommon.
Okay.
Mostly they pay the school while they are studying. Their parents.
The parents pay for it?
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
Maybe in private schools.
Private schools, yeah. I studied in a private college, and
Okay.
it was not that expensive, but they have a lot of opportunities to study in public universities.
I see. Okay. So, Linda, you can go down and start on the other question. This is down here, the next question, if you want to start down there.
Okay.
Okay, and who said that they were ready next? Maria? Maria Jose?
I can finish, so go
Okay.
ahead with the other student, please.
Okay. If you are done and you want me to correct it, let me know. Okay. Victoria, I don't see where you're writing.
It's finished.
Okay, who said that?
It's me, Emre.
Okay, Imran, okay. All right, go ahead and read.
Yes, I agree. They need some money to go to school. They are renting or they have to stay somewhere. If I didn't have parents, difficult to go to school for me. Cause at that time I have to work and study. If government give to me a loan, I haven't to work for survival.
Okay. So, yes, I agree, period. They need to have some money to go to school. They, I would say, have to pay rent. Oh, no. They have to rent a room or they have to stay somewhere. If I didn't have parents, comma, it would be difficult to go to school for me, comma, because at that, okay, if I didn't have parents, it would have been difficult to go to school for me because at that time I had to work and study. If the government, okay, what are you trying to say with the last one? If the government gives me a loan,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to work to survive. Okay, good.
Teacher, I finished.
Okay. Okay, so Emre, you can go down to the next sentence, or the next question, down at the bottom there, going down. Okay, Naya, you want to read?
Yes, I agree because students need to concentrate in their goals. For example, to do their homework or study and not worry about working. If they do this, they can to help to the parents if they have on the economic if this is necessary.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to do some corrections here. I agree because students need to concentrate on their goals, period. For example, comma, to do their homework or study and not worry about working. If they do this, they can help. Okay, let's see. If they do, if they study, you mean? If they if they study, or what do you mean? What is this? What do you mean by this? If they do this?
Work, to work.
Okay, if they work, they can help their parents.
Yes.
They can help their parents. We would say with finances, if this is necessary. Okay.
Gracias. Thanks, teacher.
You're welcome. Okay, you can go down to the next one. Anybody else ready here?
Me, I'm finished.
Who was that?
Maria Jose.
Oh, okay. I did say. All right. Okay, Maria Jose, go ahead.
Okay, yes, I am agree, because when people can access to formal education, they will have opportunities to get a good job and to improve their life conditions. Government have to give opportunities of education loans so people can pay their university or formal education. The loans should have low interest rates in order to students can pay them easily. In Colombia, we have ICETEX, that is a government institution which brings education loans for people who want to go to the university but not have the enough money to pay for it.
Okay, good. All right, so I will read it and make corrections. You can say, yes, I agree, or you could say, I'm in agreement if you wanted to say that. Okay? Because when people can whoa, that's loud. Because when people have access to formal education, they will have opportunities to get, I would say, get a good, that's fine, okay, to get a good job and to improve their life's conditions, okay? Let's say the government has to give opportunities for educational loans so people can pay for their university's, I would say, studies or formal education. The loan should have low interest rates. And here, instead of say in order to, I would say so that students can pay them easily. In Colombia, we have ICETEX, and that I would say which is a government institution which brings educational loans for people who want to, I would say, which gives educational loans for people who want to go to university, but not, okay, let's see, which gives influence for people who want to go to university but do not have enough money to pay for it. Okay, good. All right, you can work on the next one.
I'm done.
Hector, was that you? Nope.
Lend
Lend
Wasn't me.
Okay, Lend you're done with the second one?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to tell you to write more. Okay, so let's see. What was the question? Oh, yeah. Some people think it is better to live with a roommate. Okay, this should be... Hold on. All right, some people think it's better to live with a roommate. Other people prefer to live alone. Which do you prefer? Okay. All right, go ahead, Lend.
Okay. Well, I live with my parents while studying. Here in Mexico, it's not common that students live in dormitories. They usually live in their own houses. But I would prefer to live with roommates because it's more fun than living alone. Some of my friends in college that were from little towns near where I live lived alone in apartments near college.
Okay. Well, I lived with my parents while studying, period. Here in Mexico, it is not common, I would say, for students to live in dormitories, period. They usually live in their own houses, but I would prefer to live with roommates because it's more fun than living alone. Some of my friends in college that were from little towns near where I lived alone in apartments near college. Okay, so at the universities or colleges in Mexico, they don't have
No,
housing?
they don't have. No, they don't have.
No.
Oh, okay.
You need to pay your own apartment.
Uh-huh.
Yes, or live with your parents.
Yeah, it's very common they live with their parents. I think
Okay.
that only 10% may live in dormitories alone, in apartments alone.
I see. So it's more popular to go to a college that is in your town where you grew up,
Yeah, in the same city. Yeah.
in the same city. Okay. Huh. What about if there's are there international students that come? They have to
Yeah.
just find their own apartment.
Yeah, they have to. Where I studied, we have a lot of North Americans. They were
Uh-huh.
studying medicine,
Medicine. Yeah, yeah.
and they rent apartments near the school.
Hmm. So but you would just rent it and live by yourself? You wouldn't have like a
No,
friend
you
living
live.
with you?
Yeah. So if you come with a friend, you can share an apartment. But if you don't know anyone, you stay alone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Anybody else ready?
I
And-
finished too. I'm Hector.
Hector. Okay, Hector. And Victoria, I'm not sure what happened. Were you able to write somewhere? Maybe, I think Landit was trying to help you. We can't hear, your microphone is not coming
Yeah, I was
through.
trying to help her, but she didn't answer me.
Yeah. Victoria, look in the chat over here. And Landit was trying to help you. Write it in the chat because we cannot hear you. Oh, okay. You're writing in the. Oh, she's writing over in the Google Doc. Hold on, Hector. I gotta see.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Well, the I read it was, I guess you shouldn't take out a loan while you're studying because you don't have a secure position to fill at the end of your career. There's an example here in Mexico with Loret University that managed UVM, that means Valley of Mexico University.
Mm-hmm.
I know two friends who tell me that the teachers don't attend regular the classes. And at the end, if you want to get your diploma, you should pay for it. So that means you don't learn as good as you must too, but pay.
Hmm.
You better start public university and you've got the same result at the end.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I guess you shouldn't take out a loan while you're studying because you don't have a secure position to fill at the end of your career. Okay, so because, whoops, what happened there? Studying. Because you don't have a secure position.
I mean a job.
Yeah, job. I would just say that. Because
Sorry.
you don't have because you don't yet have a job to pay back the loan is what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. There's an example here in Mexico with Loret University that manages UVM, Valley of Mexico University. I know two friends who tell me that teachers don't attend. I would say attend their classes regularly, and at the end, if you want to get your diploma, you should pay for it. You have to pay for it? Is that what you mean?
Well,
You
in
must-
a illegal way.
Oh,
That means that you pay for the regular classes, but you
Uh-huh.
have to pay a little bit more.
to get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
with
Hector,
a greater bill.
but if you are in a pay school, you have to pay for diploma, no? Or no?
Yeah, I mean-
if I go in the public school, I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, maybe I wasn't so clear. What I was saying, it's supposed that obviously you had to pay at the end of your career, right, for your diploma. But in this case, you had to pay an extra by
I
an
went in a
illegal
public
way.
school and I didn't have to pay for a diploma.
So, Hector, you're saying this is a private university and you have to pay to study there, but then you also have to pay in the end to get your diploma?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you are not so good in your in your classes,
I see.
or
So
maybe you're low.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So you're
But
meaning as long as you can pay, you'll still get a diploma even if you didn't do very well.
yeah, you're
Okay.
correct.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I think that happens here too. I don't know. Who knows what happens? All kinds of things happen. Okay, let's see. Jose, are you ready, Jose?
Yeah.
You want to read what you wrote up here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it depends. It depends on the person because there are good students that can work and study at the same time, and that teach them how to be responsible and organize their time since they are at school, and to get used to it early.
Okay. I think it depends on the person because there are good students that can work and study at the same time, and that teaches them how to be responsible and organize their time since they are at school. Okay. Let's see. Why we put time while they are at school, and so that they will get used to it early. Get used to having a job, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, that's a popular way of thinking here in the United States too, is to have a job while you study so you get used to it. You have to get experience too. Okay.
Most students here study and work at the same time here in Venezuela too.
Okay. So that's common. Just like a part-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dario.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Hi.
evening. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Okay. I would like to participate in your classroom.
Okay. Let me post the link, and we are answering questions in writing. So if you click on that link that I just put in the Verbling chat box, then you will be able to open it, and then you can find a place on the page. And the first question is here at the top, talking about taking out student loans. And you can find a place and just type your answer there, and then I will read it, or you can read it, and then I will correct it.
I can read your document in Google Documents. I am reading a question. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement?
Right, that's correct. So
Okay.
now, so if you want, right here, just start. You can start right here, Dario, and then just start writing under there.
Okay. You want that I write
Yep.
under this on
Right here,
on
under
your
your
paper.
name. Yep.
Okay. My name is. Okay. Continue with the instructions.
Yes. So go ahead and just write your answer right there, but don't grab everybody else's stuff. So yeah, just start putting your cursor there, and then you can just start typing there like I'm writing. And then that way, when you're done, tell me when you're done, and then I will have you read it, and I will make corrections.
Okay.
Okay.
For example, I say that I agree.
Yep, that's
Not
perfect.
loans haven't be too expensive.
Yeah, so you can just write it, and when you're done writing, then tell me, and then I will have you read it, because now I'm going to go to 10. 10, are you ready?
Use specifically and I must continue to write.
Yeah, until you're finished. 10, are you ready to read?
Instructions, education.
Okay, go ahead, 10.
Has to be achieved.
10.
Spanish takes a lot of time.
about working on time be very stressful and hard to manage. It's not up to you while taking it. Students can perform in school, don't have to do stress beside the night before testing.
Okay. Your microphone was kind of going in and out, but I heard some of it, but I see it right here, so I will read it. I agree with this statement. Studying is hard and takes a lot of time. Working sometimes can be very stressful and hard to manage. If there is an opportunity, why not? I would just put take it. Students can perform better in school and don't have to deal with stress before the stress. I would say especially on the nights before tests, before exams, I would just say. Okay? That's good. Okay, Maud, are you ready? We're writing more. Okay, keep going. Okay, lend it. Let's see. You read that. Maria Jose, you want to read?
Me. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Maria Jose.
Okay, I am.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh my God, I am lost. Wait a minute, please. Where is my answer? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
In Colombia, it's not common to live with friends while you study. But when you have to go to another city for studying at university, it's usual renting an apartment with other people, so that you will have different roommates during your university studies. In my opinion, it's quite difficult to live with strange people because I don't like to share my space with unfamiliar people. I can be careful with strange people.
Okay. All right. So in Colombia, it is not common to live with friends while you study, but okay, I'll just put a period there. But when you have all right. But when you have to go to another city to study at university, comma, it is usual to rent an apartment with other people. So then you will have I'm gonna just mute you there. Okay, so then you will have different roommates during your university studies. In my opinion, comma, it is quite difficult to live with strange people because I don't like to share my space with unfamiliar people. I can be careful with strange people. You mean I have to be careful? Does that make sense? I have to be careful with strange people. Okay, good. All right, go down to the next one. There's another question down there about growing up with brothers and sisters. Lendit, you can write more than that. That's short for you. Okay, anybody else ready to go on with the second question? Or the first one? Okay, Jose, where are you? Let's see.
Emre.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Are you ready or no? Did you answer the second question yet? The second question.
No, I didn't.
Okay, if you scroll down, there's another question that if you're done, you can start working on. I'll put it in blue. It's some people think it's better to live with a roommate. Other people prefer to live alone. Which do you prefer? And then if you're done with that question, I have another question here that I will put in green so people can see it here. Those are the questions you can answer if you're done with the other ones.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So, Emery, are you done?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you read?
I prefer roommate. I think life is difficult now. We have some needs. We need help all the time. When I was in university first time, I was alone and be bored. I was paying a rent for room. I was shopping every week. I was spending much money. I found a roommate and then I was happy and expanditors feel. I don't know, but I am spending much time with my friends. When I happy, sad, normal, or with work needs to someone. Loneliness always difficult. Need to assistance. We should get married, find a roommate or dear.
Okay. Okay, good. I prefer a roommate. I think life is difficult now. I would say we have many needs. We need help all the time. When I was in university the first time, I was alone and I was bored. I was paying rent for a room, let's see, and I was shopping every week. I was spending, I would say, too much money. I found a roommate and then I was happy and expenditures fell. I don't know, but I'm spending much time with my friends. When I am happy, sad, normal, or with work.
Right.
What do you mean here? This sentence right here. You need somebody to talk to or to share with? Okay.
Yes, you're
When
right.
I'm happy, sad, normal, or let's see. I would say concerned with work. I need someone to talk to. Okay. Loneliness is always difficult. Let's see. We need help. We should get married or find a roommate or dear. Okay. I would say or a special person. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so you can go start working on the other one that's down there in green,
Okay.
yellow. Yeah, siblings is sisters and brothers. Okay. Okay. So we got Linda and Maria and Ray. Is anybody else ready?
I'm done.
Okay, go ahead and start reading.
Okay. I grew up alone until I was 5 years old, and I felt very lonely, so I think that it's better to grow up with siblings. When my sister was born, I was too old to play with her, and as a baby, she was always sleeping. So having a sibling is good, but they must be almost the same age, so they can grow up together. Now that I am all grown up, I spend a lot of time with my sister, who like to travel a lot and go out to party, but I always watch her back.
Okay. All right, so I grew up alone until I was 5 years old, and I felt very lonely, period. So I think that it is better to grow up with siblings. When my sister was born, I was too old to play with her, and as a baby, she was always sleeping, period. So having a sibling is good, but they must be almost the same age so they can grow up together. Now that I am all grown up, I spend a lot of time with my sister, period. We like to travel a lot and go out to party, but I always watch her back. Cool. Where do you guys like to go to travel?
We went to McAllen, Texas,
Uh-huh.
and we were planning to go to Canada maybe next year.
Driving?
No, in airplane.
Oh, okay.
She also speaks English, so it's good.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Cool. And does she live near you?
Yeah, we live in the same house
Oh, okay.
with my
So-
parents.
For your parents. Okay. Good. And is she studying? Or what does she do?
Yeah, she's studying. She just finished high school.
Oh, okay. And now is she going to go on to college or what?
Yeah, I don't know what she wants to study. She's still thinking it, but she
Uh-huh.
needs to move fast because she needs to get into college soon.
Yeah. Is it hard to get into college in Mexico?
It depends. If it's a private school, you just pay and get in.
Yeah.
But if it's a public school, you need to do an exam to
Uh-huh.
get in. They have like a certain number of students that they allow. And
Yeah.
the top scores, they
Yes,
get
it's very hard.
Oh, yeah. So there's lots of people who want to go, and so they make it harder with
yeah,
exams and things like that. Is that right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, good. Isn't anybody else ready for Naya? Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
I grew up with all my family, and my parents had to work, and my two sisters had to study. Sometimes when I arrived to house, I was alone, but I know, um, I, but I knew
I knew. Yeah.
that they would. Now I think I can to live alone because I had the support of my family.
Okay. Good.
Hello, sorry. I recently joined the group.
Oh, hi. Hi, Carolina. Do you
Hello,
have okay,
Yes,
I want so here is the link to the Google Doc, and if you want you can open that and then find one of the questions that you want to answer and start writing.
I don't find any questions.
Go all the way to the top and you'll see the first question. It's in red about student loans.
Okay.
Okay? Okay,
Students
Naya.
should take out students' loan to avoid working while studying.
Yes.
This
Yep.
one.
Yeah, do you agree with that or not? You can write your answer there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Naya.
Yes.
Let me finish up. Okay, so I grew up with all my family. My we usually say all of my family. My parents had to work and my two sisters had to study. Sometimes when I arrived home,
Okay.
I was alone.
Okay.
But I would say I knew that they would come, or
Yes.
or that they would come back or return, you could say.
Okay.
Now, I think you think you can live alone? I can live alone because I had the support of my family. Okay. Do you live alone now? Or do you live with them? Naya?
Yes. Thanks, teacher.
Naya, do you live alone now or do you live with your family still?
Yes, I live alone now. I live alone for 1 year,
Uh-huh.
and I feel very well because every Saturday I go with my family and I spend time with them.
Uh-huh.
Really, I think that my relations with them
Yeah.
have to have.
Okay. I didn't hear that last part. Okay. I'm going to ask, is anybody else ready?
No.
Anybody else ready to read? I see the Hector. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I ended the second question.
Okay, why don't you read that one?
Yeah. Well, I prefer to live alone if the case, because all become difficult when you're living with another person, because each people has different customs, and in my personal experience I've lived with a friend who is really disrupted and like listening to the music so loud. For that reason I prefer to have my private space. When you're married it's the opposite, because you like to spend your time with your couple, right?
Okay, hopefully.
Oh, it's a good point.
But in this case a roommate is not good to me.
I see. Okay. All right. So you say I prefer to live alone. In this case, I would say, because I would say everything becomes difficult when you are living with another person, and then I would just I would just say each person has different customs, and in my personal experience, I've lived with a friend who was really, I would say, disruptive and liked to listen to the music so loud. So for that reason, comma, I prefer to have my private space. When you're married, it is the opposite, because you like to spend time with your partner. Whoops, partner. There. Okay? Good.
Okay, thank you.
Jose, are you ready for the second question?
Yes.
Okay, how about you read?
Well, I would prefer to live by myself, because you don't know how your roommate will be or will treat you, so you don't know that could happen. So there are a lot of bad people, and I wouldn't be comfortable living with a person that I don't know well. I like to have privacy sometimes, and I suppose it is going to be difficult to have it if you share your room.
Okay. All right. I would prefer to live by myself, because you don't know how your roommate will be or will treat you. So you don't know what could happen. So there are a lot of bad people, and I wouldn't be comfortable living with a person that I don't know well. I like to have privacy. You don't need the IT there. Privacy sometimes, and I suppose it is going. I would say it would be difficult. I suppose it would be difficult to have it if you share your room. Okay. Also, roommate doesn't necessarily mean sharing your room. It could also be like just renting an apartment, and they have their own room and you have your room, and that type of thing. In English, we say roommate, even though it's not the same room. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. Now you know. Okay, Maria Jose, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm ready. Okay. So, I grew up as an only child. I always want a brother or a sister, so that I would have preferred to grow up with siblings. Maybe my childhood would have been better. In despite of, I have a lot of cousins. They fill my heart's gap.
Okay, good. I grew up as an only child. Period. I always wanted a brother or a sister, so that periods. I would just say period. I would have preferred to grow up with siblings. Okay, comma there. Maybe my childhood would have been better. In spite of this, I have a lot of cousins. They fill my heart's gap. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Is anybody? Tan, are you ready with answer the second question about living with somebody?
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I would prefer to live by myself if I've ever stayed in my school dorm. I'm a private person. I want to do anything without being watched. Sometimes roommates can disagree on each other with life, and you can trust completely on anybody.
Okay. I would prefer to live by myself if I ever stay in my school's dorm. I am a private person. I want to do, I would say, whatever I want without being watched. Sometimes roommates can be, they would just say, sometimes roommates can disagree about each other's way of life. You can't trust anybody. I would put anybody here first. Anybody completely. Okay? Good. Do they have school dorm rooms in your university, your college?
Yes.
Can? Oh, okay. But you don't have to live there? You live at home?
Yeah, I live with my parents. It's very close to my house.
Okay. Okay, Carolina, do you want to read? Unmute your mic. And Imad, are you there still? You're going to read too? Okay, Carolina, can you... There you go. You want to read this part? Carolina? Okay, how about Imad? Did you want to read?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I start?
Yes.
Okay. I personally disagree with this statement. If it's meant for all the students, why some of them have enough time to work? But I will sure understand that some students will need this loan money, and it will be very necessary in some cases. Third, some people will argue that their children very weak and young to work, and if they work, their marks will go lower and lower. But I'll ask them one question: where is the proof? If I was one of those students who have worked and studied at the same time, and I didn't ever fail in test. Students should learn how to manage and use their free time in something useful rather than spending time. Also, some students will sure need some money. For example, most of the students in the university, as I think, will won't have enough time, won't have to work, and students who have serious reasons for this loan should go for it. Finally, we should not recommend this loan for all the students, including those who can work. It's just for who seriously need it and have good reason to take a loan.
Okay. All right, good. I'm going to read it. I personally disagree with this statement. If it is meant for all students. Okay, period. While some of them have enough time to work. Let's see, because I'm going to put students. I would say because some of them have enough time to work. And then I would say, however, I understand that some students will need I'm just going to say will need to borrow money, and it will be very necessary in some cases. Okay. First, some people will argue that their children are very weak and too young to work. And if they worked, their marks would go down and, okay, just down. But I would ask them one question. Where is the proof? I was one of these students who had worked and studied at the same time, and I didn't ever fail a test. Students should learn how to manage and use their free time in something useful rather than, I would say, wasting time. Also, some students will surely need some money. For example, most of the students in the university, as I think, won't have enough time to work. Students who have serious reasons for this loan should go for it. Finally, we should not recommend loans. I would say just recommend loans for all of our students, including those who can work. Or I would say especially those who can work. It's just for those who seriously need it and have good reason to take a loan. Okay, good. Okay, Carolina, turn on your microphone now, and you can read what you wrote. Yes? Got it? Okay, good.
Yes.
Caroline. Okay, go ahead. First one.
I have a brother, and we used to get along, but now we don't stand each other because convivence is hard, and most when we are teenagers.
Okay. I have a brother, and we used to get along, comma, but now we don't. Now we can't stand each other. I say we can't stand each other because living together.
Okay.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Living together is hard, and especially when we are teenagers. Is this what should it be in the past tense? Especially when we were teenagers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Thank
Okay. Good. Did you want to read some of them up from up here? The other one?
Okay. Some people think it's better to live with a roommate.
Sure.
I think that will be a nice experience, but also would be hard because you are with so much pressure with university, and you need to get along with the person that you don't know.
Okay. I think that would be a nice experience, but also it would be hard because you are with because you have so much pressure with university, and you need to get along with this person that you don't know. Okay, good. Okay, we only have a couple more minutes. Who wants to read something that I need?
I do.
Okay, Jose, you ready? Okay, let me find where you are. Right there?
I'm
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm only child, but I think it's better to grow up with siblings because you learn more things from them, and I think people who have siblings, especially if they are older than you, they can advise you about everything, take care of you, and if you have brothers or sisters, you will be able to help each other when grow up.
Okay, good. I am an only child, comma, but I think it's better to grow up with siblings because you learn more things from them. I would just put a period there. I think people who have siblings, comma, especially if they are older than you, let's see. I think people who have siblings, especially if they're older than you, we need some kind of something here. Have it good, something like that, because they can advise you about everything, take care of you, and if you have brothers or sisters, you will be able to help each other when you grow up. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, we have like 1 minute left. Who else is ready?
It's me, I'm ready.
Okay, Emre, well, let's see, where did you go here? Okay, go ahead. I grew up.
I grow up with my family. That is perfect. I couldn't grow up without my parents. Always so nice to have someone in this life. I have a twin. We go to travel, watch TV, play football, and we are to do something always together. I hate live alone. When I need to help, I can get help my family. I have a sorry.
That's okay.
He is always with it. Very nice feeling to know that he was with me. If I get married, I will have many children because I don't want to embark them alone.
Okay, good. I grew up with my family, I would say, and it was perfect. I couldn't grow up without my parents. I would say it was always so nice to have someone in this life. I have a twin. We go to, let's see, we travel, watch TV, play football, and we are, I would say, always doing something together. I hate to live alone. When I need help, comma, I can get help from my family. My brother, I can say my brother is always with me. It is a very nice feeling to know that he is with me. If I get married, comma, I'll have many children because I don't want to leave them alone. Okay, good. That's nice. All right. So I have to end the class now so that there's another class coming up. Does anybody want me to correct theirs that they wrote on here? Did I not get to somebody's? Everybody good? Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining. I hope you, enjoyed practicing. You guys did a good job. Take a look at the corrections so that you'll know for next time. And I'll see you guys later.
See you. Thank you.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.